For the entirety of human history, your mind was the only place on earth where you were truly alone. Your secrets, your dreams, and your darkest thoughts were locked behind bone and skin. However, by 2026, that lock had been picked. Scientists have just demonstrated an AI that doesn't just predict what you'll type, it reconstructs the actual images in your mind's eye with 90% accuracy. We are standing at the edge of a world where thinking is no longer a private act. If a machine can see what you're imagining, who owns that data? And more importantly, can you ever truly be alone again? For 200,000 years, the human mind was the only place on earth where you were truly alone. You could be a prisoner in a cell, or a worker in a crowd, but your thoughts, your memories, your secrets, the faces of the people you love, were locked behind 3 pounds of bone and skin. It was the only space that couldn't be hacked, surveilled, or sold. But as of January 2026, that era of history is officially over. To understand how we got here, we have to look at a breakthrough that sounds like science fiction, semantic reconstruction. In late 2024 and throughout 2025, researchers in Singapore and the US achieved the impossible. They put subjects in an fMRI machine, a giant magnet that tracks blood flow in the brain, and showed them short movie clips. Normally, a brain scan looks like a weather map of orange and blue blobs. It's gibberish to a human. But the researchers fed this noise into a large language model, the same tech behind ChatGPT, and a diffusion model, the tech behind AI art. They asked the AI one question: based on these blood flow patterns, what is this person looking at? The AI didn't just guess. It saw. It recognized the movement, the colors, and the subjects. It was 45% better than any previous model. By early 2026, this has evolved. We aren't just decoding what you see, we are starting to decode what you imagine. If you close your eyes and think of a dog, the AI is starting to see that dog too. While mind reading in a giant, million-dollar magnet is scary, it's not practical. But that changed this year. As of January 2026, Elon Musk's Neuralink has moved into high-volume production. For the first time, brain chips aren't just for experimental trials, they are being manufactured at scale. The tech is staggering. The N1 chip is the size of a coin. It replaces a piece of your skull and fans out 1024 ultra-thin threads into your motor cortex. We are moving from controlling a cursor to seamlessly merging with the internet. But with that bandwidth comes a terrifying question: if data can go out from your brain to the computer, what can come in? Let's talk about the business model. In the 2010s, we gave away our location and our search history for free apps. In the 2020s, we gave away our faces and voices. What is your neural data worth to a corporation? Imagine you're scrolling through a neural app store in 2030. You have a chip that lets you play games with your mind. But in the background, the app is recording your P300 waves, the brain's automatic response to something meaningful. If an ad for a specific car flashes on your screen for a millisecond, your brain reacts before you're even aware of it. The company now knows you want that car before you know you want that car. This is neuromarketing, and in a world of brain-computer interfaces, it means your subconscious is for sale. This brings us to a new legal battleground: cognitive liberty. As of 2026, the law is scrambling to catch up. In New York and California, new AI transparency acts are being passed, but they barely touch the brain. If a government can subpoena your mental records, do you have a Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination if the evidence is literally a recording of your thoughts? Chile became the first country in the world to bake neurorights into its constitution. They realized that if we don't protect the integrity of the mind now, we risk a future where thought crimes aren't just a George Orwell quote, they're a feature of the operating system. We are at a crossroads. For the paralyzed, this technology is a miracle. It restores the ability to speak, to walk, and to connect with loved ones. It is perhaps the greatest medical achievement in human history. But for the rest of us, it is a trade. We are trading the last bit of private reality we have for the sake of convenience and speed. By the end of this decade, the line between human and machine will be a blur. We won't use the internet, we will inhabit it. The stars we look at tonight are the same ones our ancestors saw. But the way we perceive them, the way we think about them, is about to change forever. The door to the mind has been opened. And once a door is opened, it's very hard to lock it again. If you could upgrade your brain today, knowing your thoughts would be recorded on a server, would you do it? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the future before it happens, hit subscribe.